want to talk about, can good find common ground with evil? Can good find common ground with evil? You ever thought about that? And I really would like to kind of get into that and hope that all of us will wake up even more so and realize what we're dealing with. The Bible said, I believe in the Bible, it tells us that we should hate evil. We should not, we should hate it. And so I want to get an understanding of what that means, all right? And the reason for it is because on my radio show, I've been interviewing a lot of liberals. Well, I don't call them liberals. I call them children of Satan, because the reality is it's a spiritual battle between good and evil. You have those on the side of good fighting against those on the side of evil, and it appears to me that evil is winning, and I believe it's winning because some of the people who are fighting on the side of good don't know how to really have a good fight with evil. Don't really know how to do it. And evil's like pressure you. It doesn't give in, especially with we children of God. It just keep coming at you. And I noticed that some of the children of good or God, they tend to want to kind of find common ground with evil. They want to give in a little bit. All right, the pressure is hard. You're right. Let's give in a little bit. And I see that's happening with this gun control issue now. And evil has taken this situation in Connecticut, and they're pushing right now. And because the children of God identify with that situation, the shooting, in an emotional way, I find a lot of children of God, let's kind of ban the assault weapon, or let's ban the semi-assault weapons. They're like giving in a little bit, and I don't know what's wrong. I do know what's wrong, but how they're going to win like this if we keep giving in and giving in and giving in. Even when you look at your own personal life, if you give in a little bit to something that's wrong, don't you find yourself giving in more to it? You're like, I'll go back one more time. And you find yourself going back until you're like totally in hell. I remember when the homosexuals first came out years ago now, and all they ask is that, let us come out of the closet. That's all we want, is to come out of the closet. Remember them saying that? Yeah. And some of the folks on the side of good were like, no, because once you let them out, it's not going to end. But then there were other Christians saying, let them out. That's all it would be. And today, years later, many people are accepting same-sex marriage, because it didn't just stop with coming out of the closet. It went from one thing to pass the laws, to teaching it to the children in the schools, to, from one thing to another one. Because the people on the side of good, they found common ground with evil. Well, they're throwing it out there now. And what they suggested this morning is that they need to take pictures of young people who have been shot and killed by guns, take pictures like that, and put them on the floor of Congress so that the world can see it. And then they can get this whole Second Amendment thing dealt with in the right way. It'll be one of the ways to get rid of the Second Amendment, really, to make everybody lay down their weapons. If they show pictures of children, as I guess some adults too, but children who have been killed by guns. And the moment I heard them say that, and that would get a reaction, don't you agree? Yes. People, they see people all shot up in the head, and just what it really looks like, then the people on the side of good will overreact and say, this is awful, right? But the first thing I thought of when I heard them say it is that I bet you these same people would not support the children of God taking pictures of unborn babies that's been aborted, to show how their heads are being cut off, their arms, their limbs, their bodies are all destroyed during the abortion process. I bet you they would not want the people who are on the side of good to put pictures like that on the floor of Congress. We cannot give in to evil at all. God said that we should hate evil, overcome evil with good. And I have the feeling in America now that folks, the Christians don't know how to fight evil, not only in their private lives, but public lives as well. If we go common ground with evil on the Second Amendment, it's over for us. If we go common ground with this, the problem isn't about mental illness, even though it is mental, it's about spiritual. It's spiritual. Evil will destroy you mentally so you can destroy yourself and others. And medication is not going to get rid of that. And I don't want to pay any more taxes for no mentally ill person. Well, that's all they're going to do is take your money and your guns. And you can bring it and I noticed that the experts, they have all these degrees and they love telling you how many degrees they have. They're just absolutely dumb in their solutions. It's like they don't get smarter with the situation. They get worse. Now they want more mental illness help, and then they want your guns taken away, and that is supposed to solve the problem. And the Christians are like, oh yeah, that's right. We need mental illness, psychiatrists and psychologists and things like that. We already have them. And they have only made things worse. It's a spiritual problem, and you cannot solve a mental, spiritual problem with medication. You won't solve it. But that's what they're saying, and now the children, because of this incident, yeah, we need more of that. Don't take my gun, but take my money so you can buy more medication. It's crazy. It's insane.
For more information or to purchase a copy of this show, visit us on the web at www.bondinfo.org or call 1-800-411-BOND.